Hello friends, let me implement some code for functions. So suppose I write some function which is display function. Return type for the display function is void and it is not taking any argument. In the definition of display function, I write printf some message, say crazy clicks training solutions. So in this program there are two functions, one is main function, other is display function. Now if I compile and run this program, name of the file is functions.c. So gcc functions.c./a.out. If I do that, nothing is into the output because by default compiler will execute main function, and if you want to execute some other function, that other function you have to call inside main function. So here I will write display parenthesis semicolon. Now if I compile it and run it, it is printing that statement crazy clicks training solutions. So here the flow of execution is something like this. Compiler will start executing main function. From main function I am calling the display function. So from this statement it will jump to the function definition. Function definition is executed. After the execution is over for the definition, then it will come back to the main function. So in this case there are two terms. One is called as calling function and another one is called as called function. Because main is calling display function, it is calling function, and display is getting called from main, so it is called function. So I can call the function number of times. Suppose I am writing this statement 4 times, then it will print output 4 times. So every time from function definition, from function call, it will jump to the function definition. Definition is executed and it will come back to the next instruction. Again it will jump to the definition. Definition is executed and come back to the calling function, and so on. Now suppose in this case I have some integer variable I which is declared over here. Now it is declared inside the display function, and I try to print the value of that variable in the main function. So here I say printf I equals to %d \n comma I. So now if I try to compile this program, it is throwing the error. Error is regarding declaration of I undeclared. So this is happening because if I declare some variable inside the function, its visibility is limited to that particular function. So such kinds of variables are called as local variables. So if I declare some variable inside the function, then that is local variable of that function, and you can access that variable only in that function, not in some other function. So as local variables are there, other category is global variables. Suppose if I declare some variable here, int a equals to say 99. Now this variable is called as global variable. Now you can access the global variable in any of the functions. So if I try to print the value of a, then I can print that here, or even I can print it here. Here I will call the display so that both statements will get execute. Yes, it is printing. So this is the very basic code regarding functions. Now I will tell you one more thing here. Till now we are compiling something like this, gcc, then name of the file, and we are running a.out. Suppose if I want to create executable with my own name, then one more option I will tell you. Here I will write -o, and after that name of the executable. So by default when I say gcc functions.c or gcc and .c file, then executable created is a.out. If I want to create executable with my own name, then I will write -o option, and after that I will give the name to the executable which I want. So here if I compile it something like this, then /fun I will say, and I will run the program. So fun is the executable created.